you a quick walkthrough of the Studies Weekly online experience. If you have never used this before, I know you are absolutely going to love this. If you've been using the newspaper version, and hopefully you really love that, you are going to love this literally 100 times more, and it comes included with what you're subscribing to with the newspaper version already. Okay, so if you will open up your computer, go to studiesweekly.com, click the login button, it will take you to this screen. Now, if you already have a subscription of Studies Weekly, come down here where it says register, click register teacher, and it'll just walk you through. You select, what state, the district you're in your school, and it'll let you go in and create a username and a password. If you don't have a subscription and you just want to take a look and see how Studies Weekly works, you can use this demo version, which the username is UT Teacher. The password is the word demo, D-E-M-O. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, and what you'll notice here is you're going to see all of the different books that are available, starting with kindergarten. We've got science, social studies, there's character education, and a few others, and it goes all the way down to 6th grade. So for today, we're just going to take a look at Utah 4th grade, just for our little example. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is you're going to see all of the different weekly units, and these are going to match exactly what is in your newspaper version, except you've got so many more resources here. So down here at the bottom, you can click, and you can see this for any of the grades, but go ahead and click on Standards Correlations, and you are going to see a full scope and sequence of all of the standards that are covered in each weekly unit for the state of Utah. So you can click, see a particular week, and it'll show you all the standards that are covered. You can click on that standard. It tells you what the standard is. Oh, and by the way, that standard also appears in these additional weekly units. So that's available to you. You've also got, and if you're used to using that paper version of this teacher supplement, here you can view the online version. It's the exact same thing, but it's so much more accessible because you don't have to hunt down this paper version. You can view this on your device, on any mobile device or on any computer. Just click view, and it'll show you, the entire teacher supplement by quarter. And of course, the teacher supplements have black line masters, different assessment tests, and just other printables that you can print out and other resources you can give to the kids. And so some of the other things you'll notice is there's a test here that you can turn on and off, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. You can view the test scores. Yes, it does grade the test automatically. You can edit the test, and you can actually click here and view what standards are covered in that particular weekly unit. So we will go ahead. Let's look at, before we actually go into a week, if your curriculum map is a little bit different, you teach this a little bit out of order than the way we have it laid out, you can click this and drag the weeks and put them in any order you want to. So it kind of matches what your curriculum map is. So we'll go ahead and click into week number 1. And you'll notice, now this is a demo version, so some of these articles have already been read, but in the, if the student has seen this for the first time, it'll kind of look like this where it hasn't been read yet. And let's go down, and I don't know, we'll click any particular one here. So this is on Uinta County, for example. So I can click the play button and watch what happens.
Named after Uinta Indians of the Ute tribe. County seat, Vernal. Population, 29,042. Uinta has become known as Utah's dinosaur land. North of Jensen, you can see.
So what you've noticed is we have a read aloud for every single article in Studies Weekly. We've actually, you'll notice this is not a robot voice. We've hired voice actors, male and female, and they have read in this really awesome sound booth that we have our over 40,000 articles that we have on Studies Weekly. And so sometimes you'll hear different accents, and they kind of have a fun time. The kids love to hear some of the different accents. So if I click,
see the quarry where dinosaur bones are uncovered. You can see the bones of.
So the kids, this is nice. They can either plug in the headphones, go to an iPad or their Chromebook or whatever, and listen to this read to them, or you can put this up on a smart board or a projector. Click the play button. They've got their newspaper in their hand, and so they're kind of having this read to them while they're reading it. The other thing you can see, and this is brand new for as of just a couple of weeks ago, but you can highlight. So if the student wants to highlight a specific section, they just drag it over. They can highlight it, whatever color they want. They can add a note. So they want to make note to this. And by the way, you, the teacher, can see the notes that each student makes and which highlights. Or
you can see the bones up. You can see the bones.
A play button. So if they want to just hear a specific phrase, you highlight it and click the play button, and it'll just say that specific phrase. Pretty awesome. Now, the other thing you'll notice down here is we have these little leveled questions. So, for example, we just read this article. Now they can come down and they can do the easy, moderate, or hard. What is the nickname of Uinta? Well, let's see. I'm going to think it's Dinosaur Land. And I got that correct. Now, we have this point system. If you haven't seen the point system, I'll explain that here in a little bit, but it is awesome. The kids love it. They get a virtual rat cage where they can go in and use up their points to decorate all these different rooms in their virtual rat cage. Sounds kind of silly, I know, but the kids absolutely love it. And then, of course, I guessed that right, so it shows that those points are no longer available, but I've got these other questions. Now, up here at the top, I've got additional bonus sources I can look into. So I click bonus sources. This is one of the incredible things about Studies Weekly is the tremendous amount of primary source videos, images, and just articles that we have that are going to be related to the article that you're reading. So we're reading about, where in the world is Utah. Now we can see a video on American Indian cultural contributions intro. I can watch this. And we make these videos. Most of them we make, some of them we license to use, but most of them we make them ourselves.
American Indians lived here long before explorers discovered America.
And if you have any Spanish speakers, a lot of our videos are available in Espanol. Not all of them yet, but many of them we have translated into Spanish.
Los indios americanos vivieron aquí mucho antes de...
Or I can watch another video on intros to dinosaurs. Make things a little bit interesting for the kids.
Dinosaurs lived on the Earth millions and millions of years ago. Scientists believe the first dinosaurs were on the Earth 250.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a student, the time that I listened most was when, in fact, we're going to go back a little bit, way back, but when the teacher had the film strips, the old film strips, and they'd put that up, with the little wheels, and they'd have to feed it in. That was awesome. We could be reading out of a textbook or whatever, and we're bored, and all of a sudden they put something like this up on the screen, and everybody stopped what they're doing and watched.
A million years ago, dinosaurs came in all shapes and sizes. Often we think of dinosaurs as being enormous.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So then I can go back to the articles here. I can go to the next article. Let's see if we see something on the Ultrasaurus, for example. Now, this one you can hear sometimes I mentioned that sometimes the voice actors change their accents. So take a listen to this guy.
Jim Jensen, who discovered the largest dinosaur ever found in Utah, found a giant scapular bone at the Dry Mesa Quarry in Colorado.
So, he's attempting to do a nice little British accent there, but I'm telling you, the kids love it. And they, you might read an article about pirates and they're going to be like, "Arr, matey, in the 1400s," and they're just going to really make it really, really fun and exciting for the kids. And of course, I've got additional bonus sources on the Ultrasaurus. So here's a video on the Thunder Thighs video. So there's just so much incredible content. We're only in one weekly unit, and there's so much content. We literally have tens of thousands of primary source images and videos. If you want to just do a search for something across our entire database, you can search for that up here, whether it's social studies or science related, and you will be surprised at the enormous amount of content you're going to find. Now, when you're done with a weekly unit, you've got a test. So you can come over here, click Edit Test, and you've got all the different questions that are preloaded into the system. We try to model these after the state assessment tests. And if you want to change these questions, you can edit or delete. So if you have any 504 or IEP students, you can totally change it up for them. You can print that out and give it to specific students, and then you can restore it back to its original format. And then when the kids are ready to take the test, you click Activate. And now when they log in, they're going to see a test to take. And this kind of gives you, I'm in the demo version. I forgot. That doesn't work in the demo version. But they will see a test that they can take, and it grades it automatically. Now, if you want to add your own kind of question, you click Add Question. There's all these different types of questions you can add, like a true, false. Go ahead and create the question and add the question. Just that simple. Once they've taken the test, you click Test Scores. Now, I said it'll grade it automatically. If it is a short answer, it'll tell you that you've got additional questions that you have to go in and grade manually. So if it's a short answer, then you would come in here and click correct or incorrect. But you've got all the students. You can sit down with the student and look at their grades. If they tell you they really want to take it again, they're going to study harder next time, you can allow a retake, print it out, give it to them, whatever you need to do. Adding your classes is very simple. You come up and click the class tab. You can add students manually, or you can import like a CSV, or you click here to generate a registration code, type in the number of students that you have, and in fact, I'll just quickly show you. Say I've got 15 students. I'll click generate. And what that's going to do is it's going to download a PDF for me. I click on this PDF, and now I've got 15 student registration codes. I print this out, cut it out. It's got individual codes for each student, and it tells their parents, go register at studiesweekly.com/new student. They put in that code, and now they are automatically attached to your class, and you will see them here. And if they ever come in and say they forget their username or password, you've got full access. You can hover your mouse over. You can tell them what their password is. You can edit it if you need to. There's lots of fun things you can do. So anyways, I really hope this has been enjoyable for you.